Honorable Pacho, Umpombo Cordier.
Yeah, me a dominia.
Right. Yeah, that's to say a fraud on what year so. Na asani member so as ene asante fo mabunu nyina ye kire kakra wo kumase na mpacho te ho asema na.
Oh. Me ni kumase na ni Ashanti region ti na me yade.
Oh, okay.
Ti apele na me baba me ti ho asemra.
Oh, okay. Ja nitiatia nyina ne se asantefo mabunu se enough is enough. Political persecution against asantefo obia so de na se wono mo de asante animu nti wo mo ka kire mpanimfo am wo santemam se yempe bibi nka kire nipa no na yempese be ya ansa nti minim bibi kakra obeka fa sa asem yi
American say so the 24 say project la you do penswa if I don't be I take undue advantage of hiding behind certain platforms good if a could be moving they am yourself every nipa biase nipa could there me get to say many people no adwene
okay
say omo etwempen for adwene so say enough is enough it's say Ghana without Ashanti region or any Ghana it's anything no e was said the ni die ema obi bia ye nyina ye nipa baako ye nipa baako ye nyina ye Ghana for na nye
right so
born on Santini pretty tampon nim die mu no say me di nipa ko bi bedua na be from Asante no the emfa ni die
right okay honorable line I drop here best trust here no said the worker say on or baby CCA na baby onam no mjidi se network nti ye betra kakra na ye ne di enkomo ewia na ya hwe national security and the United States government edi Ghana aba can list who say okay waba ye hwe honorable bacho hello honorable okay the network
hello
yeah honorable oh okay the network ne mwa emwa honorable bacho temenka aha yeto nka pa bacho yeto nka right eti mami fa onko sa asem we so okay so the network na ending boy enti ye be koso na ye ne no adi nkomo na ye nya no a mesade na tola no so bio ye try na one more time swade enti we ye honorable Collins Owusu Amankwaa ye hwe honorable bacha otimenka
mete wonka
okay na honorable ye hwe national security enano ya na US aban ebo ne manfo kokose say Ghana insecurity adults nti ne manfo eba Ghana no in fact wa outline places more places America ni nko oman ya ye fifi bank ye fifi asumwie Ghana a peaceful country na say ya bedru say wo koye pani a kabambo ho asemin say na wo sik fast asemin
me ba so na ma me Asante mind na America because and also has to do with national security
okay
ti ni nyina aka ho bi na broni kokko what issues advisory note no bo America for kokko because look you can't underrate impact of internet any social media saa didi atemu course wo social media ni nyina na abrofo no na nkrofo say oh omo ntitwi omo ntitwi saa omo interpret saa
okay
omo interpret eniema esi locally omo chere omo ase it is omo say we toto nensa gestures bi so what is happening on the internet yes say nipa bi the nipa bi asi ogu ohun fin and sometimes so no communication so be also communicating in English language it's not there, they don't need any interpreter.
Okay.
Pacho what you say? Yes. And until no more my funny matter because say course on the potential a bit me degenerating into tribal conflict. And they look at Sanya Manina as conflict risk assessment. Eti emu mayam fan ye did I mean you're comfortable with sa yeah na we see my so camera see we so na obiti ebia amanone na o toba o my Ghana na o kan semwa ya o kan ogunipa bi ho fi what did they mention no ni nyina no emma the bitterness any sabi hatred eba amanfo ni enti ebia no fe ade be pagya no untime so ano
no krepa e no kre
now saying the amount of bokunto kwanosa pagya ni mukra no has to do with social media press conference upon press conferences and ekoso no
okay
etu be hu say youth we mo asori kusa youth omo sorry Mampugu youth wale youth na omo tuma we no omo tuma we sabi e pasa na high tension you see people don't know when you talk about national security eya na omo asabi omo ni nimdie was ansem ni bambonsem no omo fa no say security protection as in say military officer jina ho and police officer jina ho no ne bambo there be is an aspect of security.
Okay.
When you talk about security, o sorry na wunya duane ni a national security issue.
Okay.
And nothing you say on mine no any so no is to achieve food sufficiency, food security.
Okay.
So we sorry na wunya nkane a national security issue. Anything on mine any so no is to achieve energy security.
Okay.
So when you talk about national security, it's capitulate all. It say entity ani pani bebre eni moniti no. O ye ade bia onim se ade na wo ye no a threat to our national security and our survival as citizens.
Okay.
What you say? I don't think American government what issues are advisories notes and say about a year America teach you na man for cocoa. So who took the coin about my Ghana? She say your friend exercise increased caution. Let's say actually ye pa was ropa. She ye pa because omo atna say I assessment who say there's rising violent crime. After weak law enforcement, after report of offenses like sexual assault. Eti Oshama advisory note na omo me details kakra. Omo ma details kakra. From where they sit. Omo say ene no 2025 we said Bonifosam apega ni mu wo Ghana no e wo soro yie. Chere say omo America for no omo ni ana ho no omo ntu omo manfo ne fo a wan hwe yi a na owe ne bi akwa akoto won anu nti no afutuo kase e no omo de e ma omo amanfo ye kokobo say ni teachu baby to say civil unrest any presence of organized crime also the teachu northern part of Ghana omo hwe eye boko ho titiw a ni nyina no eye kokobo e na omo de ma wo amanfo so omo de meche no se omo eka se prevalence of violent crimes be it is sebi carjacking grofo area and grofo sebi ashen what you say assault rape ni ade no po de fa rape ni sa domestic violence ni ade ni po de no kreni say ya na prepi na ya fisem na the street magin no homo ni sa ne ma no na ya na sebi omo awo for no omo dwene omo yeso owo ani akese so they are also thinking about their safety eti omo ma omo amanfo omo bo amanfo ne kokko pacho what you say say yes so civil unrest in organized crime no so omo hwe ye tito omo tutu kwan was American for no so omo ba ye man yi mo a prepi no ya na omo ta do omo ni cheche miamia ni bebre omo ko ye nsrahwe the friend no tourism no omo ekoko omo wie susu a bi o a omo timi ebo anan eko northern part of Ghana send e be ya vulnerable communities e ho no omo ko bi momoa omo timi bi omo sika betutu nsuo enti se ko ba se entokwa ekoso wo ha ombe da timi atukwan akọboa ti na ye kase ba bi asomdwe ni no mpumtio enkoso
na honorable
otiase
sa report ye mu no wo mo say the border between Ghana and Burkina Faso eno so ye surgeon a say wo mo say wo mo dealt more information say so we hwese de terrorism ekoso wo sa border no so wo na ho no a ebe affect Ghana now this current administration President Akufo-Addo tiri so say wonu momu akodi konkwasa. In fact, let me quote President Mahama say President Akufo-Addo akodi konkwasa to America say okoyi Burkina Faso. Meanwhile the American intelligence say wonu nim sa nema we today President Mahama is president and na we democratical leader and na as a we involved no with I mean a cool leader ECOWAS frowned upon it. Honorable, as you being a member as a democratical a person like you, sir, your current administration imagine with the cool affairs and say now
well, I think I've been consistent with my positions. The current regime NDC government, the future commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, chairman for National Security Council and the president of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. And the conduct now must be checked because yes, I want to mention now kwan enye ni nyina na fatai. Esan se koba se oman na ye chichire no. Sabi Ghana is not an island. Ghana a West African country. Ghana a Africa continent ni. Enti se ya man panyini etu anamo bi. Na anamo na o ye otu no. To the best of his knowledge, or no not doing anything. Oh, may share Amankwaa aba. Why we are sir? A cambum na warrior say bebano. A best done it win it at their brain amount for. A bini decision to invite cool leaders to inaugural speaker. And now I didn't see so no. Or they or more alpha unorthodox and illegal means to ascend to throne womo maimu omo because omo maimu a person me chere say we Mali we Niger we Burkina Faso a soldier for omo akwako to abind democratically elected government egu na say me wo Burkina Faso and me wo Mali na me party na rule and a soldier ni bi fa tuo na watu egu ena wo Ghana man panyini wo gigi wo mo so a enti ofi say me no oman no me mani be Ghana for ho
David obefa yetirimuka
obefa yetirimuka benya me na support beba wa anya careful kra na Ghanaian community no mo koto ahye mo so e wo krom ho what you say eno nti no match say you want to ensure sir friendliness ne laborliness no e wo say wo say nukreni anamona wutu no enkoye offensive because me Martina ECOWAS parliament for many years me name West Africa country amen so Africa my amen so the Drube 8 and amen so I've been to almost all every part of the African continent.
Okay,
what you say enti me name the way amount for no adwene eya na tie ene kwan a sabi say yenim yanu yedie kwa na yeso yekura Ghana our foreign policy no non-aligned yemfa ye ho embata obia eno nti no sasam ne ba ya na ye na middle way to navigate sane be ya ye betimi ne ama na obia tena so ndwem na se wa anya careful na sabi ukotietia well established ECOWAS protocol sabi ani die ema democracy any democratically elected government na se obi fati okotu omugu na wo kososo won so wo frebi ba wo fie after inaugural speech no kra no invite Captain Ibrahim Traore minka say sabi abrantie no ombo ne homodin o but the kwai of us obedi oman so no
the principle is against democratic
the principle
that's right.
Yes what you say anontino agrona ye di very complex say one sheni na o jeja ho kakra bia o di asembe ba be hye wa manfo ebi ene ma mpanyina na mo a wo tutu no mfa na adwene ma so but me de me jitu mpa se wo se o he ne conduct yi se ne be ya onko kameka oman no because yen policy and yen foreign policy no so it's clear non-aligned it in yesre no onhwe ho no kakra ema yen o hwe reckless and irresponsible statements are about Boko conflict na all because na your opposition leader so he felt that mamenko kan same way na me fan ko give votes ene na ono ankasa ne party for community organizing meetings Boko because the residents felt they have been betrayed by the very people omo assure omo yeba na omo tunu se afekura na ne emu aye den tokwa ni mu aye den a omo eji omo ho a enje anything no people of Boko are so disappointed in this current administration aye NDC aban way yes
right now honorable
you met me
my point na say na national security who asem ya in fact omo outline Boko issues yan hwɛ say aban take over it say you see bogus arrest be a use a security personnel like Richard Jakwa ye na media ni carry story no unwarranted arrest ni just say and we take the law into our own hands say we show you where the power lies in this anema we nyina onyi say ni nyina contribute to the report ama akoye say and ya chiwe ni nyina nka ho bi
Nina can be say and make can say when you talk about national security did ko baby ye bambon sem did ko baby in fact America for no raise the issue of a weak law enforcement na weak law enforcement you know and also so it me ma onya the sense of insecurity in the country because emrana e was a bomb no mi do ho ban no aban no awaba no or bendi rules no di favor bi and also introducing unconventional approach even in combating crime and corruption no ekwan ya wo fa so no ebebre sa niema no nyina no tie kire kra na se bi we ho na ye ma hyew se na ya yemra na ya wo de yemfa no even FIC se nyina is under security agencies and security intelligence agencies. FIC, Financial Intelligence Center, for instance. I'm going to issue a statement against the approach.
Okay.
This week. Okay. I think today is Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
And so maybe Monday. Yeah, maybe Monday. I'll issue a statement. Say a choir oma faswa omo edi jumano enya kwanpa because one say as anti-corruption agency bit is a FIC they are laid down rules any regulations are odiye wajuma yenhwe ore bit say Magdan group of companies yenhwe say FIC for say oh yeah suspect say is involved in money laundering. They say anything unconcover na account every I think if my memory serves me right, I'm say 2021 to 2025. Then you ask yourself, say sebi. You ask yourself, say sebi. Say otu sa na mo we a na die di kan. One wo na wo pa ni niam mu ahwe. Nanka wanya bibi ejina so dia bono egu ni hufi because he who alleges must prove it
right.
It is a suspect an act of money laundering and no specific in dealing with the issue be on so and so date sika be drop we suspect that then you investigate but you don't tell me say on fan account so siso all born the bra obuso oye na juma or juma bebre or starting year juma Rollins time go for time why you business magnate. What did I mention? Previous NDC MPP aba or na juma. And he said, "Ya free Nancy for me. Ya do say, oh okay, you rebi near or na juma na ye kwata no na nya media say because ya na say ye ne yonko na nya enemy." Omo betietia amra no so betietia obi ade so in fact ohwe even want to miss issue now. Yes, I'm not holding brief for want to me. Nemom say Osia Kunta mining is involved in illegal mining na. Say anything na ye wo emra your environmental laws me boa.
No crepa, yeah.
Good. Entino, baby, I will breach quickly. Now, one Mamrana taking its own course. Namrana the Nico Ginas court. Never the queer doer. And no, na court on the Betimia Casse found Sako to Nisikaso. The Sikasemso.
Rule of law, that's right.
Nase, one Cassa. Precope Casse. What was that to Nisika Biazua? Do you think it's right?
I mean, abuse of the law.
To me, but do you think it's right?
No. Because
it's not right.
The rule of law and
yes, we are building a nation. There ought to be due process. Due process of the law is very, very, very important. In this case, no due process anyway. And it appears the government is interested in reputational damage.
And
will be hoofy.
Okay, reputation na wamama kai the even the current attorney general say what me eba media mu na ono ati make a case without going to court. No what make it on one case a persecuting the way or we answer no was a court. I mean, and also you had another part when it comes to the case between only Abayan and Adubuahi case. Honorable, sending is about the same thing. In fact, yes, was seen no cry. Attorney, yes, Adubuahi was the attorney general for defamation of character.
They are yet to prefer even charges against him. You see, what I know, they say, Emrano, Me Security and Agencies Act 2020 no. In fact, I even moved the motion on the floor of Parliament. At that time, I moved the motion. But I'm a vice chairman on Defense and Interior Committee of Parliament. My chair, Government Assurance Committee of Parliament. Now, my ECOWAS. When it comes to security issues, sebi emi fi ko ani mu bebre no meni mu papa na se ekoba se ye na yakwa ye mbra ya ka kire eye National Investigative Bureau if na omo ye BNI ye na ekodane omo din no because na kane no ka se BNI na ne huru na nkrofo dodo akwa dey say political to be to harass the people near the identina we to be na quite that omu wa you dodo na yesi de bi yes said dino yes said dino NIB
right
na ye din NIB no ana ye kire say ekwan we ni kwan we na wo se mo fa so ekochi obi esa say ye pese mo dwuma na mo ye no mo demonstrating some level of professionalism enunti mo pese mo ko chi obi a e wo se mo timi ko secure warrant from
the court
a judge of a court na afeso so no mo betimi so akọ GB from tribunal ana say police superintendent and sana mwetimenya kwan e dia kwa arrest obi but look at aban we buy here omo ko ti nkrofo bebre omo chibi wa airport omo with that warrant ti omo nya omo invite odo ba the next day no omo ne omo pro government newspapers na hihye ho no mama headline one arrested be gu hu fi wa bra yemfa wonko court o ni crucify o ya bowa seniem what you say
rule of law and I mean
it's now turning to be a country of rule of men instead of rule of law so enti ekwan enipa no bi efa so di won juma teach security agencies no becoming one too many yes source of worrying pa won say ye nyina no yetimi secure ya no na ye ketia
right ono ba sem we dey national interest ma mi say we President Mahama mi wo video no wo ka say wo hwa President Kufuor pack the court so the judiciary nankasa no problem they need a reset today on a green sheet from the presidency president wa recommended 7 judges from the appeals court and from Supreme Court. Is it the same game when I was saying Kufuor ayenye no and one also wa pack court no ana?
Say the same thing. But you see enonema Ora Mahama or a dangerous human being. What I say? He's a very dangerous president because say opposition o condemn ade ne say nye nenne Ghana fo gina so eto abama na wo ba na wo ye ade na wo condemn ne say nye na say wo ye nyatwom
yes very hypocritical very hypocritical
and double standard don kan no kure so you are working contradiction because asem na wo kan ye condemn ye nene no wo ye asem no wo kura de ne de wo tumu nkyene mo enti na che say ono mani di ne kweso ana the issue of chief justice removal or your petitioner na or chief petitioner na oba who say or raise the issue of say chief justice I recommend say yem francophobia court of appeal phobia enko Supreme Court and yes no guy it's in the petition aye now we say and as a result of that no raise the issue of incompetence edu kase pa say crachini a wo ye petitioner crachini a wo ye petitioner edi we yakose yenyina so na yemfa nyi chief justice no emfiri ho and the president no ade nipa enso say ko Supreme Court ho
Ghana
na wo sa gina sa petition we so punish Chief Justice and you say papa.
I mean, this is
a
heavy load for our democracy.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Because Bonino also with my men no and no by president name one waji awoye. I mean politically are they
there be any no crown so no the mammy do no recommendation or they President Akufo-Addo. So in this sense so no. Are we also by saying say the senior most justice of Supreme Court and no act as Chief Justice or no so and make a recommendation to John Dramani Mahama say also for being called no diabe to Ghana na ASM sebe
honorable mean say obre what church nsem bebre amaye mini mame na wase wo maje wo mre bebre mame na wase sempa itia na me faunsia na
yo mesme damas yo
Amankwaa no achibebe yeda na sepa woni yedi nkomo yi wa church nsem di amaye wo say yasem sebe ade na Mahama say enye so ho na o say ade ne nye o wo say ade ne nye na sa de ya so na papa wo yoyo ade no wo say enye enso eno a na papa wo ye bosu ke na de bosu ke na asem no de o ka na aye bibi wo ho ebusu yanko yenim na yane wono abo awie ni sei wa chechire mu no ka say John Dramani Mahama we release a letter a free Jubilee House a judge for nko enson na wose wo monko de odi kan ye frɛ no Justice Dennis Dominic Ajay wo Peace Court or say yemfa no Supreme Court they say wa sha ase pack court no show down na sha ase no muntie ne pa we show down and wa sha ase no now unim opening so die we say when they acting Chief Justice Justice Bafuboni ai ne yire so na ye okọ prison service na yire na ye senior o boss one ho ai eti obi ni kunu family and friends amamu no a eti so wo hwa Chief Justice ye na wo acti Bafuboni na dafo ni John Mahama na ne yire wa ma ne yire adwuma ye eti ne yire taxpayers ka ne yire tuya ne ka prison service so ho aha enti Shannon ai me tu mira na machiri mu on na machiri si eti obi Ghana fo no be bisa say why ne president dwene ho say yankofa judges nko 7 every appeals court yanfo mu nko Supreme Court na yanko fairly bench no hwade the otoso mi no Justice Gabriel yes Gabriel Simon Sobere Sobere the otoso mi say Justice Senyo Jamafe the otoso 9 Justice Kwaku Tewia Aka Boafo ene the otoso ensia enum Philip Justice Philip Bright Mensah ensia ye Justice Janapare Battles Kojo anoten ena the otoso enso ne ye Justice Hafisata Amaleba ai mo fanche me Amaleba nti say no President Mahama will be in fact want me way without the consultation of the Chief Justice acting Chief Justice I friend Bafuboni and a prison service director boss na say no just a when ye family and friends abamu montias yes family and friends nti enei obi ni ne yiri nyina no yamo mo adwuma ye so ho ena yesasasa judges for enson ekopake wo mo sabre ya so Chief Justice case da Supreme Court Supreme Court yes o make a determination of the you see the Supreme Chief Justice or say make a determination on the case ho enti quickly then quickly no ano president atwi we yafam asem na no den anodin then na yatwi sa asem na fam sisi na ye de akowie court sisi ase judges wo nyina na ye do mo kwa kofele bench niti asem no na president Mahama e ka say Akufo-Addo wa fili bench no ene ono so wo pese wo park Supreme Court ho no ana we ye question a legitimate I see ibisa ho asem fi say na no no mo se Akufo-Addo ayeda yi wo no Akufo-Addo asesa nkrofo de o makogu bench ne so eti ye ade a won pe Ghana yie enya sa na ye de na no ye wo so ba ya se bench no ano e na wo park no a se ye kan wo ma bench no wo de koka ho ama na ye more na wo ono de o ye ya na asem no no se president Mahama no sesa sesa nipa kogu bench ne so ene de ye yentie Mahama ebra na obo Akufo-Addo so bo no ibacho yentie na asem wo kan ye.
Let me also say that often when we have come out of elections and we have won, everybody wants to go into the executive. Our lawyers, please, I beg you, some of you must be prepared to go onto the bench. And I know that some have very lucrative legal practices. They don't want to leave those practices and go on the bench. But, I mean, you can see what the current president has done. He's appointed the biggest number of judges onto the bench. It's more than 80 towards 100 and counting. He's packed the courts, and we know that they've packed the courts because they want to avoid accountability after they have left office.
So President Mahama say, Akufo-Addo a pack court no, ni nyina atirimupo ne say, Akufo-Addo ni MPP form person o face justice. Oh, hey, eti today ye wia na letter yi uwia no be say president so afa nipa ensoin o park court no se be ya one ne political apparatus no on be switch anaso on be dodge justice ana wo de tie ni bi yentie president Mahama ewia so mpani say enye da beto bu atwa so fraw ene mpafe epeche wo ene video nti o kasa no aye careful yentie we ye
onto the bench. It's more than 80 towards 100 and counting. He's packed the courts, and we know that they've packed the courts because they want to avoid accountability after they have left office. And so all manner of people who are known to have been partisans, who have been executives of their party, who are in the legal profession, are being leapfrogged into the superior courts and other places. And so we must be prepared as NDC legal persons to also go onto the bench so that we can balance out, you know.
Eti, when you President Mahama, and now yen wo chirimu say, Akufo-Addo a park bench no. Na me no kasa se so. President Mahama let any o say 7 justices of the appeals court o move o do mako Supreme Court no mako Philip bench. Eti President Mahama so park bench na what dia switch ana what dia dodge justice ana nti say na yebu o man say pa na yebu o man enura na nye nene de eyede nene de eye family and friends here wo mo kan yi say chief justice yi acting woni na yire wo mo nyina no eje adwuma Mahama mo adwuma eye eti yenka na me yenka ena ono abokan say Mahama was a very dangerous politician. Was a diabolic, double standard. In fact, just say na mamu otai. Because adia na was Akufo-Addo aye enye no. Eno an wo ye you. Family and friends. We Justice Boni Bafu Boni one ne yere. Ena just say Sir Mrs. Bafu Boni prisons Director General one sheho. Papa so Yamano so acting. Na wo no ba ye wo kan video mo say Akufo-Addo asheda wo on person obe one ne nkofo be face justice eti wo chire mo na wo sesi ye na wo asesa nkofo say 7 wo ba ye ya wo na ya da na say ye day ya o person wo chire say ye nwina na say de yi Mr. President, with all due respect, Ghana for say you know politics ni you know and Ghana ni bia wo tie me bia nim say a double standard at the end of president aye no anya sa we a double standard because sadie ni nyen rade ade ne de ye ese ye dwene ho ade ne de ye now yanku yanim na mbesa wontie bosu kina bi ho na me mfuma no nka sa wontu obi so.
Let me also say that often when we have come out of elections and we have won, everybody wants to go into the executive. And lawyers, please, I beg you, some of you must be prepared to go onto the bench. And I know that some have very lucrative legal practices. They don't want to leave those practices and go on the bench. But, I mean, you can see what the current president has done. He's appointed the biggest number of judges onto the bench. It's more than 80 towards 100 and counting. He's packed the courts. And we know that they've packed the courts because they want to avoid accountability after they have left office. And so all manner of people who are known to have been partisan, to have been executives of their party, who are in the legal profession, are being leapfrogged into the superior courts and other places. And so we must be prepared as NDC legal persons to also go onto the bench so that we can balance out,
Right. Eti where President Mahama and na ochechi mo say NDC for so e bowura bench ne so. Na fi ye kokoto a yenhwe who show down. Na woni na Attorney General no. Na Attorney General woni you. Ye Fred Dr. Ayenini. Papa we na kwame plus wo ye kromfo hwade me ba.
All of you go back.
Right. Na papa ya nra obi said efemi ni ya na chese nra mo wone ne deputy ni tetesai. Na seven say papa yi wone kwame plus ntokwa bi nanse sorry. Na kwame plus be ka kire Ghana for say deputy attorney general na mu Dr. Ayenini no lawyer no we kromfo na o man won say wan kan won antuma ho na ena yibusa say den na papa na ye eti Ghana fo nyina na ye kasa say attorney general yes we kromfo na wo na say Mahama mu adwuman den na obeye na ya krono no ye yafiro so eti brabonten papa yi wo ye silent na BBSC ana papa na ye din attorney general say wa ye di papa ya onya ho aso no de aba media mu yin wono awo ena kwame plus aso no hwe anu kakra ne boss no wo mia ena nrade wo say ye ne ya ena opie baaye no baaye no obe kirim say kwame plus no we wasemi ye kromfo me menya kromfo wasemi ye silly na onim say onimma bi e friend salege ena me koje ne ho pickups bi ena me ye campaign apeja nanu na kwame plus ti asem na opie abonten so kwame plus ni hwade kwame plus code page so na was no, that is not true. What I said was because according to my information you went to beg for